because for me, I've had to force myself to dance to music I don't like.
Yeah.
But I keep myself inspired by finding new music, and that inspires new dance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's me.
Yeah, frankly, I don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we did your private, we did that a lot. And that was amazing, like to get a window into your mind. But yeah, I just don't ever do that. Yeah, that was, foreign to me.
Right.
Yeah, quite uncomfortable. Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I guess then, I'm answering
Like how-
the question here. It's like,
Like how did I learn to adapt to music, I guess?
Yeah.
Like from a gaming logical perspective.
Right, on the precursor of, like, logically, and the way that you understand dance. Like, you do
Damn,
these-
that's a great question.
Yeah, you do things that keep you active in the dance, and surely there's music there, or whatever, and then you just apply yourself when you're at the event.
Yeah,
like
pretty much. Yeah.
And even like the breakdown of how you know,
Like emotional high and intensity and
yeah, because there's a lot of freestyle kind of free-spirited dancers I've met too, but they don't think along those lines.
Yeah, I really think like that. Yeah.
So I feel like at this point in time, if I was to sort of position myself in a spectrum of dancer types, what I like to call dancer archetypes.
Like a 16 personality, like an MBTI but for dancers.
Oh, dude, you went there. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I'm in between somewhere. Because I like to think of like, all I did was a pace up, lock, like set, like freestyle, or a little round, But sometimes I could be in the moment, in the character. And I've literally done something like this. Maybe because I knew the song, or maybe because I was just like I did that at the Disruptive Steps. Like I was like, it's my turn. I walked into this elevator, I turned around, pressed the elevator, I waited for the time.
That's so conceptual and artistic,
Yeah, but that's almost similar to like
a logical way of thinking. Yeah, it's a different line. I think if in some alternate universe, if I did something like Crump, I would probably be like that. Right, like introduce concepts, like improv. You know, improv? Like when two people are talking to each other and acting improvisationally. I think that's like that. Right, your elevator one, you're improvising a scene, and there has to be a logical connection and flow. I guess the structure, like the foundation of my logical thing is like rhythm and timing and music, whereas that is more like performance, right? You're walking to an elevator, you click the button, you're going up, you're waiting, someone comes in, oh my god, you're Captain America, and now you're being swarmed by people. I don't know if you've seen that, the elevator scene. Now you're fighting in the elevator. But you beat them, and now you leave, and there's more people coming after you. Now you're running away. Now you're pretending to be a soldier, and you kill the soldiers, and now you escape the building. Right? Like there's a logical structure there. And you can definitely dance that. Right? And I think that would be a great logical way of dancing. That's like, that makes sense to me. Like if I were ever to do a dance like that, I would flesh that out and train that and practice that. But that's just not the spec I'm going. Right, like I see the specs. Like one's a healer spec, one's like damage spec. Right now I'm in like rhythm, structure, phrasing spec. And it makes sense. This one's like a performance character, creating, setting, painting a picture set. And I can see that way of thinking. I don't do it. But I think you're like both. Yeah, you have like both combined. Like
I feel like I'm in the middle. And that's why I'm really intrigued in your process. Because, like, again, I've only seen the 3 or 4, as I mentioned 3 times this year, and seen him dance. It's just like, bro, how's this dude doing this? After the fact, he's told me, you've told me something that, like, oh, I didn't think you were that kind of, that's your background, that's how you practice.
I see.
That's your dance practice.
Yeah. I think the most interesting part, which I actually don't really know how to answer, but it's a fucking golden question, is how the heck did I learn to adapt to music? Right, like how... Yeah.
Like, are you counting in your head?
As I'm dancing? No.
5, 6,
No,
7,
I'm only thinking of being on beat.
Yeah.
Everything, maybe like the next technique or combo I'm doing. But most of the time, I'm thinking about being on beat. Like or manipulating the beat in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like pacing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, pacing like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like for me, like that's like manipulating the beat. Like same move, but applying different timing. Like one bounces off the beat and flows off of it. Another one like hit and hit. And that's all I'm thinking about. 99% of my dancing is about just how do I show the beat in an interesting way. Oh, not 99. Maybe it's like 50%. The rest is like when do I feeling change? What feeling change should I do next? What do I think is the music going to do next? Or how am I going to adapt to that? Sometimes the music goes down in energy, but then because you know that there's got to be a change in the intensity or the energy, like it might be the chorus or a bridge, and you don't know if it's going to go up or down in energy. And I'm thinking, when should I do that? Should I go up or down in energy? That's about it. That's all I'm thinking about. And the rest of the technique that comes is just like, is practiced. Yeah. Like if I'm like, I want to increase my energy, then I just hope that the moves come out from practice.
Right.
Yeah. And then if I want to go down in energy, then I just hope the down energy range of technique that I have comes out, and I think that. Right. So all I'm focusing on is decision making in the dancing.
Wow.
Yeah. Like kind of like, do I rotate in the jungle? I don't know if you played League or Dota. Or Smite. That's like.
I've watched a little bit. But yeah.
What about like Counter-Strike or something?
Yeah. I've like vicariously played it. I've watched.
Oh, what are like the esport games that you've played?
Yeah, I haven't really played
any like competitive games.
Like maybe Pokemon Go was the closest.
Okay, Pokemon Go. Yeah. That's there's like 3 lanes, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a jungle.
Yes.
Right. Have you played it?
Yes.
Yeah. So like, yeah, like maybe I'm thinking if I rotate to the jungle, like I'm losing this and I'm losing that. Like I won't be able to affect this side of the map, but I can rotate to this side of the map. I'm thinking in a similar way. Like it's very logical.
Yeah.
It's totally logical, and there's always pros and cons to each one, and I'm just hoping I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm understanding the strategy within yourself of where you have to kind of like direct.
Yeah, you don't need to think, like, hopefully you're good at the game that you don't need. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
No.
Yeah. Hopefully, like at high level gameplay, you just need to focus on your decision making, like when to go in, when to not go in, right? When to farm and when to back for your items. I think that's all stuff that happens in Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah. Much, yeah.
Like when to go back and heal, when to like be at full health with your team.
Yes.
When to like go in for poke,
yes.
right? Like, and hopefully, yeah, those are just the decisions. Like if you're a good player, that's what you're focusing on.
Yeah.
And then if you're a bad player, you're focusing on the mechanics. Yes. Like, oh shit, now I have to use my first ability, my second ability, my third ability, and then hopefully I can kill them. But then when you're good, that comes through muscle memory, right? Like I'm going in now, and then you just naturally do your abilities and your damage perfectly, and then you leave the battle, right? And the only thing you think of is I need to kill now, or I need to get out now, and then everything comes out naturally. That's what it's like dancing for me. I'm like, I need to increase my energy now, and then hopefully I just have the technique, right? When you're playing Pokemon Go, it's not like you start when you learn a new character, you start to memorize the combos, but then you start feeling natural, right? You start like knowing when to use abilities and stuff. For me, that's foundation, right? Like you just know. You don't need to think, oh, I need to press my one button on our keyboard, and I need to click enter, I need to click on my mouse. Hopefully you just do it enough times, and you want to do damage, you just click it. The fingers automatically move when you think it. That's what I'm trying to do. Training is your 4 abilities.
Yes.
And then the fun part is the decision making, the mechanics come afterwards. Yeah. Anyway, that's the best way I could explain it.
Mind blown.
Yo!
Ready,